Hi everyone, welcome back to Lucky Girl Pilates by Alyssa. I'm so excited that you're here with me today. Happy October, by the way. I can't believe that we are already in the middle, almost towards the end of October, getting close to Halloween. Crazy. So I have my ghost socks on for you today. Today we're going to be doing a great Pilates Sculpt class. I have a yoga block and some light hand weights. If you don't have either, that's totally fine. If you want to use your ankle weights instead and put them on your wrists, that is also perfectly fine. Let's get started. We'll lay down on our backs and start with some Pilates breath just to get us centered into our workout today. So, all of your props, you can place them to the side, wherever you can reach them later. And meet me down on your back. You can extend your legs long here, heels in towards your butt, butterfly stretch, whatever feels most comfortable for you. And I want us to start by inhaling deeply through the nose and slowly exhale, releasing through the mouth. You can close your eyes here. Just focus on yourselves for the next 40 minutes. Inhale deeply through the nose. Beautiful. Fill the lungs with all of that good oxygen. And exhale, release through the mouth like you're blowing out birthday candles. Great job. Feel your ribs come down towards your spine, down to the pelvis. They hug together every breath you take. Last one here. Inhale deeply through the nose. And exhale, release. Let it all go. Feel your belly button fall down towards your spine here. That is how I want you to focus on your breathing throughout the entire class. You inhale through the nose, you exhale through the mouth. You really try your best to get all of the air out of the lungs with each breath, on each exertion of the move, which I will cue you into, okay? So let's get started. Taking your yoga block, if you have. I want you to take her between your lower legs. Between your lower legs. Your back is flat, your head is down. Pressing your shoulder blades down into the mat. I want you to lift your knees to stack over those hips, squeezing that block, activating those inner thighs. Great job. All right, knees are stacked over those hips. We take our hands up over our head, roll the shoulders down your back, press them into the mat. Take an inhale here. Exhale through the mouth. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up, reaching your fingertips along at the sides. Then lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling as you lift. Your gaze is at your thighs. Your chin is slightly away from your chest. And lowering yourself down. You're peeling just the tips of the shoulder blades up to your bra strap, where your middle back, and lowering yourself back down. Each time you lift, you reach a little bit longer at the sides. Your fingertips reach a little bit farther away from you across the room. Couple more like this. Beautiful job. 3 more. We'll add on in 2. On this next one, I want you to curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. This time, squeeze the block, extend your legs out to 45. Beautiful. Then bend your knees, rest your head down, fingertips go back to the ceiling. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, one swift move. You curl up, those legs extend. Lowering your head, neck, and shoulders down. Beautiful. The knees stack back over those hips. Exhale as you lift. Toes are pointed. Inhale as you lower. You squeeze that block. Your toes are pointed to activate the inner thighs. Squeeze and lift. And lower down. Let's go 3 more like this. We'll hold it at the top for our hundreds. Great job. 2 more. Use that breath to help you. Lift those shoulders a little bit higher. Lower those legs a little bit lower. On this last one, let's hold it here at the top. Lift 1 inch higher. Legs go 1 inch lower. As long as that doesn't feel bad on your low back, hold. We start to pump our arms nice and strong up and down for your hundreds here. You inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Going at this pace just like this. If this doesn't feel too good for you today, bend your knees back to tabletop. Other modifications include dropping your head down. You just keep on pumping. This is our warm up. This is how we get that breath going, the blood pumping throughout our body. and getting everything nice and warm here. Keep that breath going. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug those knees. Ooh, rest your head down. Great job. Alrighty. Extending your legs nice and long to the ceiling, keeping that yoga block where it is. Palms go down onto the mat, roll your shoulders back. For corkscrew, I really want you to squeeze that block, dropping your toes over to the right, making a circle with those toes on the ceiling, lifting those legs up through the left and back through center. Then dropping them down to the left, circling those legs over to the right and back through center. Inhaling as you drop those toes to the right, exhaling as they come up through the left. You're feeling this all in the abs. My hips are planted on the mat. Pretend like I'm standing over you. I have my hands on your hips. I'm holding them down, pressing them into the mat, not letting your hips swivel. All of the move is coming from those hip flexors, from those low abs. Your tailbone is planted. Pretend like there's an anchor holding you down. Let's go 3 more like that, but don't forget to breathe. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as they come up. For 2, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that block. We've done this before. If you've seen my other videos. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, pick it up. Bend those knees. And rest. Alrighty. Taking the yoga block underneath the right heel. So we're hooking it onto the heel, bending the knee, bringing that heel down, pressing into that block, into the thigh. Hold it steady just like so. Grabbing onto one of your weights in your left hand, your left knee comes into tabletop. So both knees are stacked over those hips, just one has the block. Left hand goes high to the ceiling. Right hand goes behind the head to support the neck. Right elbow is nice and wide. Collarbone is nice and wide. Inhaling to prepare. Exhaling, you lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Same thing as before, reaching that arm nice and long at the side. Knees stay stacked over those hips. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, crunch and lift, squeezing those abs. Let all of the air out of those lungs. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze, 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 and lift. Beautiful. If that weight feels like too much, I want you to just drop it down to the side. That's totally fine. Let's go 3 more. We'll add on. Beautiful job. Looking so good here for 2. On this next one, curl head, neck, and shoulders up. Hold it at the top. We extend that left leg long. Point those toes to a hover. Bend the knee back into tabletop. Rest the head down. Crunch and lift, extending that left leg long. Bending the knee, resting the head down. Now, if you want an extra challenge here for that center core, and you feel like your breathing is in control here, I want you to keep your head, neck, and shoulders up the whole time and just bend and extend the knee and the arm. So reach that arm, reach that leg, bend the knee, bend the arm. Just like this. You can keep the shoulders off the mat. That's going to work your core a lot more. If you need that break though, you drop your head down in between, then you crunch and lift. We're here for 3 more. Whatever you need right now, you take it for 2. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. This last one we hold. Exhale, lift, we hold. Leg goes up to the ceiling, toes are pointed. We flex that foot, we lower it down. I want you lift it off the shoulders. Point the toe as you lift. Flex the foot as you lower. Beautiful job. Yes. You inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze those abs. You lift that leg back up through center. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Shoulders are nice and high. That weight is still at your side. Lift it off of the mat, working those arms. For 3. For 2. Last one. I want you to lower that leg back down, bend the knee, rest your head, neck, and shoulders. We combo it out to finish, okay? Inhale through the nose. Exhale, you crunch and lift, extending that leg once more. This time we add a toe tap with the foot that has the block. We drop the toe to the mat. We lift that knee back in line with the hip. We bend the knee, we rest the head. So you're crunching and lifting, extending the left arm, left leg, right toe taps the mat, bend the knee back in line with the hip, left knee and arm bend back down. Crunch and lift, exhale as you extend, inhale as you tap the toe down, exhale, bring everything back in. So try to breathe through this entire move here. Don't hold your breath as much as you want to. It's going to help engage your core that much more if you're breathing through here. Beautiful job. We're going to hold everything extended in 4 more. Great job. Right elbow is nice and wide. You're not pulling on that neck. For 3. Hold everything up in 2. On this next one, we hold it extended. We just tap the right toe down to the mat and lift. Right toe taps the mat and lifts. Right toe taps the mat and lifts. Yes, you can. Little higher off the shoulders for 4. For 3, left leg is hovering for 2. Last one, bend the knee, rest the head down. Place your weight to the side, take your yoga block out and place it down straight underneath that right foot. You can give your knees a hug in towards your chest, gentle rock side to side, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Great job. Alrighty, so getting into glutes from here, still working those abs, but we have that yoga block underneath our right heel. So you can see it. All right, yoga block is under that right heel. I want your heels to be nice and close to your glutes, okay? To the point where you can touch the yoga block with your fingertips, your heels with your fingertips. Option to grab those weights in your hands. Head is down. Weights go up to the ceiling. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling, squeezing the glutes, pressing into those heels, lifting, squeezing. Everything lifts into your glute bridge. Exhaling all the breath away at the top. Feel your ribs come together and down towards your pelvis, activating the core. You start to lower yourself down by inhaling, rolling the spine down nice and slow, 1 vertebra at a time. Untucking the tailbone at the bottom. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale, you squeeze and lift, rolling that spine up. The only thing I think of in this moment is like a fruit roll up. You remember those? When you would roll them out and they were really, really long? Well, imagine that your spine is like a fruit roll up. You're rolling it down and opening it up as you lower your hips. Then you roll it back up, squeeze those glutes, you lift, lift, lift. Everything rolls back together. Squeeze, shoulders are down your back. Option to have your arms down here on the mat if that helps. Having the hands up just creates a little bit more instability, makes your core work a little harder here. Last one, we hold this at the top, squeeze those glutes, press into those heels. Great job. Now, I want you to take those arms, bending at the elbows, 1 chest press, so the weights face each other, elbows out to the sides, 1 chest press, weights go up to the ceiling, 1 drop of the hips, squeeze and lift. Elbows go wide, 1 chest press, drop the hips straight down, squeeze and lift. So we already articulated the spine. We did what we had to activate those glutes. Now we can safely drop the hips straight up and down. Beautiful. Down, squeeze and lift. Down, squeeze and lift. Beautiful. Elbows are wide. Pressing out of those shoulders, lifting those weights nice and high over your head with control. You don't have to go as fast as me. I want you to breathe through this. Inhaling as you lower. Exhale, press and lift. Inhaling as you lower the arms. Exhaling as you press and lift. Same thing. Beautiful. Every exertion, every time that you are doing something to exert the muscle, that's when you exhale. You inhale to prepare, exhale on the exertion. Beautiful job. All right, let's hold it here at the top. Whew, I'm starting to feel it in my glutes. My shoulders are certainly feeling it. In 3, 2. On this next one, I want us to hold our hips nice and high to the ceiling, just the arms. We open and we lift. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. For 4, hold these arms up. In 3, palms face each other. In 2, last one, hold these arms up, palms face each other. Hold those weights up to the ceiling. We lift by bending that left knee, squeeze the glutes, all the weight is in the right leg, right foot. We keep those glutes nice and high. We march the left toe up to the ceiling and we tap it down. We lift and we tap. All the weight is in that right heel. You're feeling this in the right glute. If you're feeling this a little bit too much in your hamstring, then I want you to lower your hips down, bringing that yoga block a little bit closer to your glutes. I want you to feel it more so in the glutes than in the hamstring. Yes. Great job. Keep on marching. Press down into those shoulders to hold your balance. For 3, for 2, last one. I want you to hold that left knee up in tabletop. Take your weights together. Drop your weights over your head. Give me one skull crusher. Lift those weights up to the ceiling. Single leg glute bridge. Drop those hips down. Squeeze and lift. We go bending at the elbows. Lift those arms up. Drop the hips. Squeeze and lift. Already feeling the burn in that right side. And lift. For 3 more. We'll add on here. In 2, we'll extend the arm and the legs at the same time. Last one, holding those hips nice and high, we extend the toes up to the ceiling. We go straight arm, straight leg overhead. We drop the leg, we drop the arms. Inhale as you reach. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Everything comes back up through center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Great job. Keeping nice and high off those glutes. I know. Booty on fire. That's okay. That's what we want. 3 more. Beautiful job. Hold it at the top. One last push. In 2. Squeeze and lift. Last one. Hold it here at the top. Hold those weights up through center. Taking the left toe, I want you to bend the knee, then drop that toe underneath your right knee. So open up that left hip. You can watch me first. Then you lift, you kick the toes up. This is your last push. You can drop those weights to the side, put your palms down if you need. You drop the toes underneath like you're threading the needle underneath that right knee. Let's go 4 more like this. Press into those palms on the mat if you need. Otherwise, your arms are up. For 3, for 2, last one. Hold those toes up. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Awesome work. Okay, taking your right ankle, cross it over your left knee. Open up that knee nice and wide on that right side. Give me a gentle pull of that left leg in towards you. Feel the glute stretch on the right side. That felt really nice. All right, gentle rock side to side. Give her a little love tap, and we're ready to move on. So instead of going straight to the other side, I would rather us do more abs. Give our glutes a break. Taking the yoga block underneath the left heel, placing it so that it's nice and snug on the left thigh. Right hand gets the weight. Right knee goes into tabletop. Both knees are stacked over those hips. Left hand goes behind the head to support the neck. Left elbow is wide. Inhaling to prepare. Exhaling, you crunch and lift, squeezing those abs, bringing the weight to the right side. Inhale, exhale as you lift all the breath out of those lungs. Inhale, exhale, squeeze and lift. Great job. Just like that, you lift and you lower. Your eyes are on your thighs. Your left elbow is wide, peeling your shoulder blades nice and high off the mat. Knees are stacked over those hips, toes are pointed. Feeling this in your center core, you're feeling this also in that right arm, the shoulder. That's it. Let's go 2 more. We add that leg extension on the right. Last one. On this next crunch, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up, and we extend that right leg long. Toes are pointed. Bend the knee, rest the head down. We extend the arm, we extend the leg. Bend the knee, bend the arm. Beautiful job. Reach everything long, crunch and lift. Bend the knee, bend the arm. Now remember, if you want a little extra here, you stay nice and high off the shoulders. You just bend through the knee, bend through the arm, reach it long, bend it in. Great job. If you want that modification, you want to do what we were doing before. Your head, neck, and shoulders are down between each rep. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. It can feel like a lot on your neck, especially if you're not used to doing a lot of core work. That is totally normal. So I don't want you to strain on that neck. I really want you to focus on that form, whatever feels best for you. So if your head, neck, and shoulders being up is killing you, I just want you to bend through the knee and the arm. You're still in the work no matter what. Hold it at the top in 3. Everything stays extended in 2. On this next one, hold everything extended. Shoulders are nice and high off the mat. We lift the right toes up to the ceiling, flex the foot, we lower it down. We point the toes, we lift. We flex the foot, we lower. Remember, yes, exhale as you lift. Flex your foot, inhale as you lower to a hover for 3. Great job for 2. Last one, bend the knee, bend the arm, rest the head down. Last little combo here of these abs. We crunch and lift, extending the leg, extending the arm. We tap the left toe down to the mat while we're here. Bend the knee, bend the elbow, rest the head. Extend the arm, extend the leg, tap the left toe down to the mat, holding that block in place. Yes. Again, if you don't have that block there, your knee is just in tabletop, and you're just tapping the toe down. Crunch and lift, toe taps down, and we come back through center. Beautiful work here. Now, we have that extension we hold. We tap the toe down to the mat. Let's go 4 more just like this. Beautiful job. In 3, we hold it lifted. Try to get a little higher off of your shoulders. In 2. On this last one, I want you to hold it extended. Can you lift 1 inch higher? Then you tap your left toe down, lift back to tabletop. Left toe down, lift. Option to drop that weight down. Stay with me. Let's go. We have 4. We have 3. Breathe through it. 2. Last one. Bend the knee. Rest the head down. Okay. Take the block. It goes down right underneath your left foot. Give yourself a quick gentle rock side to side, knees into your chest. Whew, a nice big deep breath. And when you're ready, we drop the left foot down onto the block. Right foot is down on the mat. Again, I want your heels close to your butt, not like super, super close, but just enough so that your straight arms on the mat can graze those heels, graze that block. Weights are in the hands. Again, this is optional. Weight goes in the feet. Weights go up overhead, shoulders down your back. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, you squeeze the glutes, tuck the tailbone, rolling up that spine. Just like before, how we started. Rolling down 1 vertebra at a time. Inhaling on the lower. Exhaling on the lift. Still working the core here. Squeezing those abs at the top. Yes. And you lower. Exhale, lift. You're like that fruit roll up again. Rolling yourself down. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. All right, squeezing those glutes, lifting those hips. Rolling it down. We hold it at the top here in 3. In 2. On this next one, I want you to hold those hips nice and high. Dig through those heels. Lift those hips up high. Lift. Squeezing those abs. I want a straight line from your knee all the way to your shoulder. 1 straight line. Make those weights face each other. All right, elbows are nice and wide. We go 1, chest press, elbows down to the mat, lift up to the ceiling, hips go straight down, hips go straight up. Elbows down to the side, squeeze and lift, hips go straight down, hips go straight up. Just like this little combo, drop it down, squeeze and lift. Remember that breath, right? You inhale down, exhale lift, inhale down, exhale press. Keep it going just like this, really squeezing those glutes at the top. Really digging through that heel that's on the block, but also in that right heel. Both heels are digging into the mat, squeezing the glutes on both sides. That's it. Hold it at the top here in 3. In 2. Last one, we hold it at the top, just the elbows bend and extend. Squeeze the glutes, get a little higher. Just bending and extending of those arms for 5, 4, breathe, 3, 2, last one. We hold it at the top. Your palms face each other. Shoulders down your back. Press into that left heel. Right knee comes into tabletop. Hold it. We tap the right toe down to the mat. Squeeze and lift. Tap the right toe down to the mat. Squeeze and lift. As you lift the toe back up, the knee stacks in line with the hip. For 3. Hold the knee high in 2. Last one. Hold the knee high. Hold. We take those weights together. Give me one skull crusher, bending at the elbows. Lift those weights back up to the ceiling. Drop those hips down for 1. Squeeze and lift. One skull crusher. We lift. Drop the hips. Squeeze and lift. Skull crusher. We lift. Drop the hips down and up. One crusher. Squeeze and lift. Beautiful job. For 4. Hold it at the top. In 3. Beautiful work here. In 2. That's it. Last one. Hold those arms extended. Extend your left leg long, or your right leg long rather. We lower the leg, lower the arms at the same time, flexing that foot. Inhale, reach. Exhale, everything comes back up to the ceiling. Flex your foot. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze and lift. I know that glute's on fire. I feel it too. Inhale, down. Exhale, squeeze and lift back up through center. That's it. Squeeze and lift. Let's go 3 more. Hold everything at the top to the ceiling. Into. Last one. Best one. Hold it here. Final push. We bend that right knee. Take the right foot underneath the left knee. Open up that right hip. Threading the needle, kicking the toes back up to the ceiling. Bend the knee. Thread the needle under that left knee. We kick the toe back up. Drop the weights if you have to. Place your palms down onto the mat, your arms or your anchors, whatever you need for 3. Yes, you can for 2. On this last one, I want you to hold your toes up to the ceiling, hold for 3, hold for 2, hold for 1, and rest it down. Beautiful job. All right, taking your left ankle, cross it over your right knee, pressing that left knee away from you. Open up that hip. Then hug your right thigh in towards your chest. Ooh, feels real nice on that left glute. Gentle rock from side to side. For 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. All right, I want you to hug your knees into your chest. Nice big deep breath here. Exhale, roll up to a seated position. Moving on to our quadruped series, meaning we're on our hands and our knees. Taking your weights up to the top of your mat. We'll grab them later. Coming onto our hands and knees, I want you to take that yoga block this way. Place it on your mat. Knees are stacked underneath those hips. Taking your palms down to either side of that block. If you don't have that block, I want your shoulders in line with your wrists. Press out of those shoulders, press out of those palms, open up those shoulder blades. Open, open, open. Squeezing those abs. Press out of the shoulders. Tucking the toes, lift those knees up to a tabletop position. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Your right toe reaches back. Your left toe reaches back. You're in your full plank. Right knee comes in. Left knee comes in. You're in your bear plank. Okay, that's your combo. Out, out, in, out, in. Make sure when you're coming in to that bear plank, your knees go underneath those hips. You don't want to bring them in too far. You want to try to keep a flat back as best you can. That's it. Out, out, in for 4. Hold your full plank here. In 3. Beautiful job. In 2. On this last one, hold your full plank, tuck your tailbone, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop your knees down. Reach those hips back and send everything back up. Knees are stacked under those hips again. Here we go. Second push in this plank series. I want you to tuck your toes, lift your knees up. We walk our right hand to the block, up, left hand up, right hand down, left hand down, right hand up, down, down. lift, lift, lower, lower. Beautiful. Up and down and up and down. Breathe through it here for 4. Hands are down on the mat in 3. Hands stay low on the mat in 2. Great job. Last one. Hands stay down on the mat. Take your weight in your right hand. Twist your knees over to the right. Lift your weight up nice and high up to the ceiling. Knees are bent. Rotating yourself back through center. Tap your knees down one time. Lift your knees back up. We take the weight in the left hand, twisting to the left. Knees come up. Weight goes up. Drop it down. Back through center, one tap. You lift, twist, reach the weight high, bend, and tap. Lift. Now you're twisting like you're wringing out a towel through that midsection. Exhaling on the lift, inhaling on the tap as you come back through center. 3 more. For 2. Last one. Come through center, rest it down. Taking the yoga block long ways underneath that left hand. The weight is in your right hand. Knees are stacked under those hips. I'm going to say that a million times. Super important. Press out of those shoulders one more time. Hug those ribs together. We go for a front raise. We lift that arm up to shoulder height and we lower it back down. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lower. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lower. Trying to keep a nice flat back the entire time. Notice how my chin isn't tucked into my chest. My gaze is at the front edge of my mat. I have a nice straight line from the tip of my head to my tailbone. 3 more. Holding that arm nice and long out in front of you in 2. On this next one, reach that arm out nice and long in front of you. Extend your left leg long behind you. Hold your balance here. Bird dogs. We hug our knee and our elbow in line with each other, rounding through that spine. Inhale as you reach it long. Exhale as you pull it in. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you pull it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. It's okay to round through that spine, just as long as you're not arching that back as you extend, keeping a nice flat back. Shoulder in line with the hip. Everything is one straight line. For 3, 2. The last one, keep that leg extended, dropping that hand down to the mat. Taking your left arm, I want you to thread the needle, hold your balance here, squeeze those abs. You'll feel this in your obliques. Take your right hand, loop it underneath your left. Give me a tiny little rotation of that spine, then lift your arm back out to the side. Inhale, extend. Exhale as you lower. Reach that arm to the back of the room, underneath that left armpit. It's okay if you only go just halfway. I want you to hold your balance here. You're going to feel it in that supporting leg the most. Twist. 3 more. In 2, you can drop the left toes down to support you. Last one. Sit up nice and tall. Drop your hand down. Keep your left toes up. We go for our Pilates push-up. Elbows into your sides. All the way in those palms. Lower yourself down. Lift it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press and lift. Try to keep that leg nice and lifted. Toe is pointed. Weight in those palms. For 4. For 3. Beautiful job. 2. On this next one, hold it here. Take your yoga block to the side. Drop your foot down. All right. Now, taking your weights to the top of your mat. Little combo here. Then we stand up, okay? We're still on that right knee. Left leg extends. We go 1 push-up down, 1 lift. Drive your left knee in towards your hands. Left foot drops onto the mat. Take your weights in your hands, lift up through that chest. Exhale as you lift. Lower it down, kicking the left toes back behind you. We go one push-up, lift. Bring the knee in, lift the chest. We drop it down, send it out. Push up, lift, bring the knee in, lift through the chest. Just like this, keep it going. In 3, we keep this chest lifted, weights over our head, knee is bent in 2. Last one, hold it here at the top, hold. Now we open our arms over to a T, twisting towards the left, towards your knee. Reach those weights back up through center. Inhale through the nose, exhale, twist. Keep those elbows slightly bent, don't hyperextend. Reach those weights up high. Exhale, twist. Beautiful. For 3. For 2. Last one. Come back through center, tucking your toes on that right side. Roll your shoulders back. Weights come to your shoulders. Tucking your toes here, standing up nice and tall. I want you to lift straight up and give me one shoulder press into your lunge. Drop it down, squeeze and lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Nice straight line. We don't have that knee creeping over the ankle here. We hold it low all the way down. In 3 more. In 2. Last one, hold it at the bottom. Take the weights to the side, palms face in front of you. We go around the world. You lift up nice and high. The weights tap. We lower down into our lunge. The weights tap under that leg. Lean it forward just a bit. Through that waist, lean it forward. Squeeze and lift. Lower down. Inhale. Exhale, lift. For 3. For 2. Last one, hold it at the bottom, hold. We go one bicep curl, we bring that right foot in. Roll your shoulders back, squeezing those abs. Bicep curl, bring it in, step it back. Chin away from that chest. Step it back, hugging those ribs together. Bicep curl. Staying low in that left leg, feeling the burn in the left glute. Hold these feet together in 3, 2. Last one, hold these feet together. Now I want you to give me one shoulder drive with a knee drive. Send that right knee up, extending through that left leg. Then hinge at the waist, send the arms and the toe behind you. Tap the toe down. Chin away from that chest, roll the shoulders back, nice flat back. Bring the knee in, we go tall. Reach. We reach it back, squeeze, tap. Bring it in, sit up tall, send it back, reach. Beautiful. Hold everything nice and long behind you in 3. Exhale on that extension of the leg behind you in 2. Last one, hold the arm and the leg nice and long behind you. Get a little lower in that front leg. We lift the arms, lift, squeeze the triceps, up, up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest it down. Reset here. I want you to take a nice wide stance. Toes are pointed across the room. Knuckles face each other, elbows are wide. Sending those hips back and down, squeeze and lift. Inhale down, exhale lift. For 4, 3, here's 2, Last one, hold it low at the bottom, hold. Right heel lifts, drop it down. Left heel lifts, drop. Right, then left. Right, then left. We go 4, 3, both heels down, and 2. Last one, both heels down, both heels up, down, up, down. Give me 5. Hold those heels up, 4, in 3, in 2. Last one, hold those heels up, tiny pulses here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand up tall. Shake it out, shake it out. Okay. Whew. Working the opposite side. Taking your block up towards the front edge of your mat once more. We already did the left side. I want us to start with the right foot forward, left toes back. Weights are at your shoulders. Ooh, I'm sweating, guys. Dropping that left knee down. We lift straight up, shoulder press. We go straight down, we lift straight up. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, send it up. Try to go straight up and down. We'll add that lean forward in a minute. Give me 4 more. We hold it low. We go around the world with those arms in 3, 2. Last one, hold it low. Weights come behind the knee. Exhale, reach. Weights tap. Inhale, lower. Weights tap. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lower. Now you can give me that slight lean forward. Making sure the knee does not go over that ankle. You're looking down at your ankle. Can you still see it? Yes, that's what we want. Hold it low in 3. Hold it low in 2. Last one, hold it low at the bottom. Hinge forward. Roll your shoulders back. We go bicep curl, bring the left knee in. Bring it in, reach it long. Bring it in, reach it long. Lean it forward. Nice flat back. Collarbones are wide. Exhale in, inhale back. For 5, hold the feet together. 4, we add that knee drive. In 3, 2, last one, hold it here. Reach those arms up, lift that knee high. Then we bend through the elbows, send the arms behind you as the toes go back. We bend the knee, reach the arms high, hold your balance. Extend it behind you. Reach it long. Breathing through this here. Shoulders down out of your ears. Nice flat back. Beautiful. Little tricep action here. Holding the toes and the arm behind us. In 3. Slight bend in that knee in the right in 2. Last one, hold it here, hold. Tiny pulses of those arms. Just breathe. Pulse, pulse. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming down to your mat slowly, dropping the weights down. I want you to bend that left knee. Right foot is forwards. We take our weights, we lift our weights up over our head, lower those weights down, kicking the right toes back behind you. Give me 1 Pilates push-up, elbows in. All the weight is in those weights up at the top. Lift those weights up, exhale. Inhale, lower. Exhale, send that leg back as you give me that push-up. Beautiful. Lift. Lower. Reach and bend. We stay lifted in 3. In 2, we have that twist to do. Last one, hold those arms up. Twisting over that knee, slight bend in the elbows. Reach it high. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach. Elbows slightly bent. Try not to hyperextend those elbows. 3 more. We come all the way down to hands and knees in 2. The last one, come up through center, drop those weights down, send your foot back. You're on those hands and knees. Okay. We take the weight in the left hand. The block goes under the right hand. You've seen this before. We're here, okay? We go for that front raise. All the weight is stacked, right? Hips with those knees, wrists with the shoulders. We take the weight in the left hand, press out of those shoulders, squeeze those abs. Gaze is at the front edge of your mat. You lift your arm up, straight, in line with that shoulder. You drop it down. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale as you drop. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale as you drop. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Just like this. For 4. For 3. Great job. Nice flat back here for 2. Last one, we hold that arm extended. Extending your right leg long now. Squeeze. Hold your balance. Bring your knee and your elbow together. Bird dogs. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it in. Now arching through that back as you extend. You can round as you bring it in. For 4. For 3. Hold that leg extended in 2. Last one, hold that leg extended. That arm comes down to the mat. Roll your shoulders back. Take your left arm out to the left. Take an inhale. Exhale, I want you to thread the needle, bringing that left arm under your right. Hold your balance. Bringing that arm back to the left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread the needle, bring it under. Right toes can tap the mat if that feels better for your stability. Reach it long. Exhale, round, bring it under. All about balance. Obliques. Squeezing those abs. Squeezing those glutes. For 3. This is hard, I know. For 2. Last one. Hold it here at the top. Bring that left arm down. Pilates push-ups to finish. Ready? We go down. Inhale, down. Exhale, press it up. Inhale, down. Exhale, press it up. This is it. 4 more and you're done. We cool down. In 3. In 2. Keep that leg up high. Last one. Press it up. Whew. Let's take a child's pose. Well deserved. Open up those knees. Reach those arms long. Head comes down to the mat. Nice big deep breath here. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Maybe you can widen those knees a little more. Reach those fingers a little longer. And just breathe. Reaching your hands, walking them over to the right side of your mat. Feel that nice stretch in the left side, all the way from the armpit to the hip. Hold it here for 3. For 2. And for 1. Walk those hands over to the left side of your mat now. Hold it there. For 3. 2. And 1. Walk those hands back through center. Great job. Walk your hands towards your hips. Swing your legs forwards in front of you. Extending them long if that feels good. Reach your arms up over your head. Nice big deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold, reaching for those toes. While you're here, nice big deep breath. Exhale, go a little bit closer to those knees. And maybe you point your toes, dig through your heels. Point your toes, dig through your heels. Just like that. For 3. For 2. And for 1, roll up all the way, sit up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders back. For 3. For 2. And 1, reverse the direction. Ooh, that feels nice. For 3. 2. And 1. When you're ready, reach those arms nice and long out in front of you. Make sure you scooch up. You have mat behind you, reaching those arms straight out, shoulders down your back, tuck your tailbone, round your spine, roll yourself down to your mat, one vertebra at a time, nice and slow. Take your right knee in towards your chest, give it a hug. Extend your right leg up to the ceiling if that feels good. Knee can be bent here, that's fine. Taking your hands behind your thigh or behind your calf, inhaling through the nose. Exhale, gentle pull of that knee in towards your nose. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Bending through that knee, taking that knee with your left hand, take it across your body, then look over your right shoulder. That nice twist in the spine for 3, 2, and 1. Come back up through center. Extend that leg long. Left knee comes into your chest. Left toes go high to the ceiling. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, crunch and lift. Hold it here. You can keep your head down. You can just get a little deeper if that head is lifted for 3. Hold for 2. Last one. Bend that knee, cross that knee over to the right side. Look over your left shoulder. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Give them a hug. Give me a little final rock side to side. Nice big deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. Giving yourself a great big hug for showing up for yourselves today. One final inhale through the nose. This time on your exhale, I want you to roll up to seated position and face me. Everyone, great job. Thank you so much for joining me today. That was our Pilates Sculpt, a little bit of sculpty moves in there. I hope you still feel good, lengthened, strong, ready to go for the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you come back. If you do, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I'm going to also add my social channels. I like to post little snippets of my life as a Pilates instructor on these channels as well. So please let me know if there's anything that you want to see. If there's anything that you didn't like, comment below, and I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.